It's your boy Don Corleone, and I'm about to put you on game. I'll tell you a little tale. I'll tell a story of when I got hacked, bro. Got hacked heavy, fam. Like, this was like a year ago? No, 2 years ago. Because I remember I was like grade 12 when this happened. Yeah, I was like grade 12. Got hacked. It was like 2 years ago. I believe it was 2 years ago. But yeah, bro, like, it was next. It was just next, bro. Like, it still affects me till this day. What if I told you, like getting hacked in grade 12, it was next. Cause like, I'm just gonna get into it. So it happened around like 2018. So that's like 2 years ago now. I don't know. I don't really care either. But happened around that time. It was like beginning of the year, like September, right after summer, right? So like at this point, I'm gassed at this point, you know, because that summer I had just come back from working like 2 jobs, you know. I was working at Full Locker at the time, you know. Mans were gassed, shouldn't really be gassed, but like back then it was a flex, but now it's not really a flex. But back then it was a major flex, you know. So I was working there back then. I was doing K-Days at the same time, you know. Like I was getting my education right, you know. I was doing summer school, all that type of stuff, you know. I was on my shit. I was getting my shit together, you know, and it was good. And at the same time, like, it was around September. That's like when my birthday is around, right? So like, these are like good vibes, you know. A man's turning 18, like, bro, like, little side story though. I remember the day. Yeah, it was the day I turned 18. I remember it was like I was in foods class and the teacher was like saying, like, this was days prior. The teacher was saying, like, you need to get your form signed or whatever in order to cook the next class, right? So I literally waited till the day I turned 18 to be like, she was like, where's your form? And I was like, I bet. Took out the form and then she's like, what are you doing? You can't sign.
You a little boy to me. I'll kiss you on your forehead. You a little boy.
And I'm like, nah, I'm 18. You know what I mean? So I was like, I felt gas. Anyway, back to when I got hacked. So first week of school, right? It's like 2 days after my birthday, I remember. And then like, I remember that day I was like tired. I was just going to sleep. It's like nighttime and you're on your phone. You're just texting. You're doing all that stuff. I think I was watching Netflix or whatever, and I'm just tired. I'm just like about to fall asleep, you know. And I'm thinking, you know what? And I see my phone blowing up. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just not even gonna worry about it. So I put my phone down. I go to sleep, and that was that. And I wake up the next morning, and then I'm like, no, I'm going to school. I rush to think to check my phone or anything like that, right? So I'm like, I'm like going to school, right? And I'm going to school. I'm walking, right? And I see people like give me weird looks, kind of thing. You know, they're looking at me like, some guys are like, yo, your IG kills me, bro. Like, why are you snapping at people? I'm like, oh, what are you talking about? And I'm thinking, me in my head, I'm thinking, he's probably talking about like the memes I shared, all that, cause you know they be jokes, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I'm walking, right? People, you know, I'm just getting weird reactions from everybody, and I'm thinking like, you know, this is getting annoying. I might tie this up, but anyway, like, yeah, I'm getting weird reactions from people. They're like, yo, man, like, what's going on with your IG? I'm like, what are you guys talking about? And one of my friends, she comes up to me and she tells me like, yo, you feeling okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing okay. And she asked me like, are you sure? Like, you messaged me some weird stuff last time. Like, what are you talking about? Like, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, shorty's tripping, you know what I mean? I don't know what she's probably saying. She's probably like in her field or song, you know how it be. But like, I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't even message you last night, right? And then she's like, what she said? She's like, yeah, you DM'd me and a bunch of my other friends, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, what? Really? And then she shows me some of the messages. I'm like, whoa, that wasn't me. Like, they were saying like some weird stuff. I can't remember exactly what they were saying, but I remember they would say one line to like they would DM a bunch of people, and they said this one line. They'd say what was the line? It was something weird. It was like let me suck on your titty to feel like a kid again. And I'm like, what? I'm thinking, what? Who says that kind of stuff? Like, who says that? Like, they literally DM'd that same line to like 100 different shorts. So it was next, right? Anyway, back to the story. got ahead of myself there. But yeah, and then I'm looking at the messages. I'm like, what? That's not me, right? Okay, I definitely got. In my head, I'm like, yeah, I definitely got hacked, like, right? By the time, I didn't think it was that serious. Like, it was only one person so far, right? So I'm like, it's not that serious yet, right? So I'm like, I'm chilling, right? I'm not really tripping about it yet. And then people walk by, and then they're all like, they overhear me and her conversation, and then they're like, yeah, like, you messaged me too on some weird stuff, right? I'm like, oh, where? And I'm like, okay, so they messaged more than one person. Yeah, I ended up blocking you, but now I know you're a hacker. I'm like, but I don't know, for some reason I wasn't really tripping at that point. Yeah, I didn't start freaking out till like way later. So I was just like, whatever, right? Chilling. I'm chilling right now. So I'm just like, because I remember class was about to start in like 10 minutes. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna head to class. Not gonna think anything of it, because I was in the soccer academy. I was doing like soccer for Zed, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna head to soccer. I'm not gonna think about it, whatever. Da 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 da. So I go to soccer. I do my thing, whatever. And then I come back from soccer, and then not gonna name his name, but like this one kid comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, why are you telling people I hacked you?" Da 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 da. I'm like, "What you talking about, man? I didn't say anything like that, right?" And then he's saying like, yeah, you're telling people I hacked you, da 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 da. And I'm like, and then that's when it clicks to me, like, okay, maybe I should check what's going on, you know? I don't know why it didn't occur to me earlier, but I'm thinking, okay, I should probably check, because now it looks like it's getting serious. Because the hacker at that point was telling people that they was trying to accuse him of hacking me, right? So I look on my account, and I see just DMs, just loads of DMs. Everybody, even text messages, like even like people texting me, like showing me screenshots of stuff I would comment on. Like they were commenting too. So I look on my IG, and then I see like hacker posting like a bunch of stuff, like exposing people, da 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 da, like just roasting everybody and just going off on people, right? For no reason at all, and just DMing a bunch of shorties saying like the same line, let me suck on your titty to feel like a kid again, which is weird. Like, this guy must really have a fetish to like message 100 people that. But anyway, yeah, so he messages a whole bunch of people, da 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 da, right? I'm like, damn, this is serious. Like, every shorty in Edmonton is probably thinking I'm a weirdo now, you know? I'm freaking out, like, oh my god, like, people are gonna think I'm weird, da 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 da, like, this is not me, like,
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me.
I was like, it was good times, like, things were looking good for me, da 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 da, and then I get hacked, and I'm like, damn. And it's grade 12 year, so it was like, damn, bro, like, this is the start of the year, how is it gonna happen to me, da 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 da, I'm tripping, right? And I'm just seeing this unfold, right? So yeah, the hacker, he accused the kid that came up to me. He was saying like, why did you accuse me? He didn't hack me, it wasn't him, da 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 da, right? And so at this point, I'm an idiot. I don't know why, but I didn't change my password yet. So I'm still seeing, like, as I was typing and trying to apologize to everybody, saying like, yo, I got hacked, this is what happened. I'm seeing the hacker like still talking to people. Like, I'm literally watching him type, and I felt like I was like, like you're sleep paralysis and you just can't do anything about it, and you're just like, you're just standing there like, oh, like, that's what it felt like, because like I had no control of my account, and I just saw them, witnessed them doing all this stuff, and I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, then it hit me like, yo, I should probably change the password. So I change the password, I change it, and then boom, they find that it all stops, right? Like, now at this point, I'm just having to apologize to everybody, and then I'm trying to find out who hacked me, you know what I mean, on some detective shit, I'm trying to find it out, because obviously it wasn't the guy who the hacker accused of hacking me. So I asked him, I guess you could say, I asked him questions like, yo, do you know, I want to tie this up real quick. I asked him like, yo, do you know anything, like, how did this happen? So he showed me the messages he had with the hacker, right? And the hacker was like pretending to be me, saying like, yo, you hacked me, da 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 da, you did all this stuff, right? But it wasn't me. And so like, at first I did think it was him. I thought it was him who hacked me. I thought it was the kid that the hacker accused. I thought it was him, just pretending, right, to be like, to use himself as the victim, so like he would single himself out. But I don't think it was him, to be honest. I don't know. I don't really care. It's time ago. But like, anyway, yeah. So then math class comes. I'm in math, right? I hate math, but like, I'm in math class, right? So I'm like, I'm chilling there, and like I'm trying to figure out, like I wasn't even paying attention. I'm just trying to figure out, like, yo, like who hacked me? Like how am I gonna figure this out? And then so some other guys in that class knew I was hacked, so we were all trying to figure this out, right? And then there's crazy part. There's dudes like that got hacked that were also messaged by the hacker, right? So the hacker messaged these guys from Olet. Okay, so before I get into this part, so the school I went to was like beside a mall, right? So like other high schools would end off early, and then they would come and they would come to the mall when their school ended early. But anyways, so I'm in math and I'm trying to figure this out, and people are messaging me saying they're gonna come for my head top, da 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 da. And then I'm getting phone calls, da 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 da. People like IG, like they call you over IG and they're trying to like say like, yo, we're coming after you, da 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 da. Like you're not gonna get away with this, da 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 da. Parents are even calling me saying like, why would you do this to my daughter? Da, da, da. My daughter, she's going through depression, da 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 da, and you ruined her life, da da da. I'm like, oh, it wasn't me. Like people are coming for my head top. I'm backed into a corner, right? And I'm thinking, yo, these guys are gonna come after me, da 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 da. And there was this one kid, he was from O'Leary, and he transferred to Lizard, right? And because I went to Emmy Lizard, forgot to mention that, but yeah, he sat behind me and he saw the whole commotion that was going on, right? So he's like, he comes over, calls me, like, yo, what's going on, man? And I'm like, I tell him the situation, and he's like, oh, say a word. He's like, yeah, I know these guys from O'Leary, da 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 da. Taking like, I guess at O'Leary these guys were like scared of him or something like that, right? And so he's all like, so I'm telling him the situation, right? And so this guy's all like, yo, like let me holler at him, bro. Like they'll listen to me, da 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 da. Cause like apparently they're scared of this guy, right? So then they're calling me. So he answers the phone. He's like, yo, like. And he tells them off like, yo, pull up, like if you mess with him, like you already see what's gonna happen, just pull up. And then after these guys hung up quick, and then they just left me alone. Shout out to him. Because of him I probably didn't get jumped. I didn't get jumped that day because of this guy. Shout out. Not gonna use real names, but you know who you are. You know who you are. But thanks man. He called them off, da 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 da. That was that. I still didn't go to the mall though. I'm not gonna risk it, right? I'm not gonna risk like people coming up on me, jumping me, because the hacker literally went to everybody. So then the end of the day comes, it all kind of blows over. Apologize to everybody, and yeah, I even went to the school constable. This guy's like, I can't do anything, just create a new account. But I wasn't trying to create a new account. I already changed the password, and I noticed everything was already like fixed at that point, right? So yeah, so at that point it was just kind of weird. It affected me for a long time, because say I would meet a new person and then they would say like, yeah, you messaged me this. I'm like, no, I had to explain to them that it was the hacker, it wasn't me. I still have to do that to this day. Like people remember from back then. They'd be like, yeah, wasn't it? If I add them on IG, they'd be like, why do I have you blocked? And I'm like, oh, I was hacked a few years ago, bro. I just never even found out who hacked me either. Like, yeah. To be honest, I don't even care anymore. That was like high school times. That was years ago, bro. Like that's like at least 2 years of 2 years now out of high school. That was 2 years ago, bro. 2018. But like, yeah, it doesn't really matter to me anymore. But like, yeah, bro. What's next? When I look back, it's actually kind of funny. I just look back and I look back at some of the messages they sent. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, it's pretty creative. Well, like it wasn't really creative. I can't really say because they used the same line every time, but just the reactions were funny. Moral of the story, change your passwords like every week. Not every week, I'm exaggerating, but like change them often, because you never know. A lot of people can have skills that they can hack you, bro. So you gotta be careful with all that stuff. But yeah, and just be careful who you trust. You never know. You never know who's got it out for you. You never know that, man. Yeah, bro. If you want to see more shit like this, bro, like just comment, let me know. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe, holla back at your boy.
Made that money on a Monday.